Sophie Rayworth has the national news in half an hour, but first our BBC One, your local team, with the news where you are.
Hello and welcome to the news for the East. Tonight, a ring of steel around Silverstone's circuit to protect the Grand Prix against protests. Protesters made it onto the track during last year's race, and there are warnings there's a high risk of death or serious injury if it happens again.
They pose not only a risk to themselves, but of course marshals and the public if a vehicle was to leave the track.
Staying at the Grand Prix, why Hollywood star Brad Pitt is racing there too. We'll tell you more.
Now I've got to show you this again before it disappears altogether from the show.
Pulling the plug at Ideal World, the Peterborough-based shopping channel goes bust.
The region's connection with the war in Ukraine steps up as the RAF trains Ukrainian military firefighters before they head back to the front.
And the three-day celebration of Sikh history and culture taking place right here in Thetford this weekend.
First tonight, a huge security operation is underway at Silverstone to protect the Grand Prix this weekend. Armed response teams, search teams, car number plate recognition technology and, for the first time, live facial recognition software will be in use amid fears of a track invasion by activists. You may remember protesters made it onto the track during last year's race. Silverstone's boss has warned there's a high risk of death or serious injury if it happens again. Let's go to John Ironmonger, who's with racegoers now. John.